All right, we have to talk about the latest chapter in what's arguably the best rivalry in the NFL right now, Chiefs versus Bills. This was so much more than just a regular season game. It was an absolute instant classic, and we're going to dive into exactly why. One or two plays. That's what Chiefs coach Andy Reid said, and boy, is he right. That's what makes this matchup so incredible every single time. It's not just about who has more talent, it's about who makes that one critical play when the margin for error is basically zero. And seriously, make no mistake, this game was huge. We're talking about a battle for supremacy in the AFC, a fight for home field advantage, and another legendary chapter in a story that's kind of defining the entire league. Okay, so let's really set the stage for this collision course. This wasn't just two good teams playing on a Sunday. This felt like two empires clashing, with the fate of the conference just hanging in the balance. I mean, think about it. For what feels like forever now, the road to the Super Bowl in the AFC has gone through either Kansas City or Buffalo. They've been the top dogs, the two mountains you had to climb to get to the big game. And the stakes for this one? Oh man, they couldn't have been higher. You've got the number one seed in the AFC playoffs on the line. You've got home field advantage, which is just massive. And of course, you've got the pure, unadulterated bragging rights in a rivalry that has gotten very, very personal. And at the very heart of this rivalry, the main event, really, is the unbelievable duel between two of the game's absolute titans, Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen. And just look at the stats here. The tail of the tape tells you everything about their different styles. You have Mahomes, the magician, just surgically picking apart the defense for over 300 yards and 3 touchdowns. And then you have Josh Allen, who's just a force of nature, a human wrecking ball, who did most of his damage with his legs, piling up 75 yards and 2 massive touchdowns on the ground. 2 superstars, 2 totally different ways to dominate. The game itself played out like a classic heavyweight fight, just back and forth with both teams trading absolute haymakers. The Bills land a punch with an early Allen score. The Chiefs come right back with a 1-2 combo of Mahomes' touchdown passes. Buffalo grinds out a long drive to tie it up. Seriously, neither team could pull away, which set up an absolutely electric fourth quarter. You know how in every one of these epic games, it always seems to boil down to one single defining moment? Well, this game was no different. With everything on the line, that moment finally came. So, picture this. We hit the 2-minute warning. The score is all knotted up. The entire football world is holding its breath. One drive, maybe one single play, is about to decide the whole thing. Who was going to step up and be the hero? And for a minute there, it really, really looked like it was going to be the Bills. Josh Allen had them on the move, marching down the field, chewing up the clock, and getting deep into enemy territory. You're thinking, okay, a game-winning field goal here seems inevitable. Let's just walk through this final, fateful sequence. Allen hits a pass to get to the 30. Then, being the superhero he is, he scrambles for a critical first down. The Bills are in prime position. But then, bam, disaster strikes. A perfectly timed blitz, the linebacker gets home, strips the ball from Allen, and just like that, the entire game flips on its head. Chiefs ball. Absolutely unbelievable. And that quote from the guy who made the play, Nick Bolton, it just says it all, doesn't it? I just saw my shot. In these games, you can't wait. You can't hesitate. You see that one tiny window to be a game changer, you have to take it. And boy, did he ever. So, that one incredible moment of defensive genius. What did it all mean? Let's dive into the aftermath, because the implications of that one turnover were just massive.
Given that gift, with the ball back and a chance to win, the Chiefs did exactly what champions do. Mahomes was cool as a cucumber, just methodically leading his guys into field goal range, bleeding the clock all the way down. The kick goes up, it's good. Game over. And there's your final, 31-28. A 3-point margin. I mean, it just doesn't get any tighter or more dramatic than that. A true battle right down to the very last second.
At the end of the day, when you look back on this classic, it all came down to one play. One turnover that swung not just the game, but maybe the entire trajectory of the AFC. And the fallout was immediate. The Chiefs locked up that coveted number one seed, which means the road to the Super Bowl now officially runs through Arrowhead. And for the Bills, man, it's just another dose of absolute heartbreak, and their path to a championship just got a whole lot tougher. So that leaves us with the million-dollar question, right? After all that drama, all the back and forth, all the intensity, are we destined to see these two titans square off one more time in the playoffs? Because if we do, you can bet the entire world is going to stop to watch.